Hey there, what's going on? Um, don't really do a lot of videos, so I figured I'd put this out there. Since over the last few weeks, been dealing with some stuff myself, and then hearing other opinions from other people. And one of it, or one of the things, is based on chivalry and also relationships. So I put together a couple things. I am reading off some of my notes, so you have to excuse me there. But nobody really wants to touch on this subject because it does upset people. It does upset women. Um, but it is what it is, right? So the thing is, women are gonna get upset because they sell themselves short on a daily basis. A lady, on the other hand, is gonna understand this pretty clear because she respects herself and other people she's with. She's not looking for somebody to pay for her car payment or take her out all the time. She doesn't want the attention and to be groped by men on a daily basis and then crying when she goes home. Uh, she wants the attention from one person and to give it back to that one person, not everybody else. Um, it's not that chivalry is dead. I think it's more. A lot of us were brought up correctly in old school, I guess you could say, to be chivalrous and to do things for somebody they're with. Um, and people aren't accustomed to that anymore because they're independent or they don't know how to take it for whatever reason. But it's being killed off by little girls who lowered their standards, not by men. Um, and men have followed suit. They don't want somebody with low standards and no self-respect, and then to try to bring them up doesn't do them doesn't do the girl any good, and it's just a mess all the way around. Um, Bottom line, ladies, if you quit settling for less, they won't treat you that way anymore. And if he does, remove him out of the picture. It's that simple. The gentleman's going to appreciate you. He's going to respect you if you respect yourself. And by respecting yourself, that doesn't mean, hey, I'm going to go out and be a bitch to somebody. It just means you're not going to demand attention by dressing and acting like a harlot and playing games and being with multiple men and cheating and lying and basically being scandalous. Um, I am chivalrous, so I'll do things for somebody that I love. Um, but it's always been for somebody that's never appreciated it, or they demanded it outright and had nothing to give back in return. So a lot of this is going to be repetitive, but these are things that used to be that aren't much in effect now. But it's basically called Gone Are the Days, and Gone Are the Days is something I wrote to help me remember who I am and then what little girls don't appreciate or even recognize as chivalry. So it's repetitive, and it should be. Maybe it'll sink into somebody's head out there. So basically, gone are the days when there was mutual respect for one another and not sharing your relationship with others, and that includes any third party. And the cheat book, or Facebook friends, I call it cheat book nowadays. Gone are the days when you could open the door and it would be appreciated. Sometimes a girl would even open it for you. Gone are the days when you would pull the seat out for somebody you were with if you went to dinner and they'd appreciate it and recognize it. Gone are the days when you could go out and you'd have dinner and eyes were focused on each other, not browsing around looking for the next thing that they wanted. Gone are the days when you were out to dinner and they weren't texting other men or other people, answering calls, or checking or browsing on Facebook or Cheatbook to see what kind of remarks she received on her last selfie that she did half naked for attention. Gone are the days are just simple things like texts, good morning, good night. Usually now it's sent behind somebody else's back that they're with, and that's pretty sad, and it happens a lot, unfortunately. Gone are days when you could take photos together, and but now they're shared to make other people jealous, or on any part of social media, and it's usually so people can speak their minds about your relationship or try to tear that relationship down. Gone are the days of little surprises, and I don't mean surprises like, hey, I'm married, or I have a boyfriend. It's usually something else, or should be something else. When you knew their favorite food, or something like that, and you could take it to them and they were receptive or happy about it. They don't want that anymore. Now it's, you must take me out and show me off as a quote-unquote trophy piece. And of course they go out, a lot of them half naked so they can get attention. It's not about you, it's about them. Gone are days where they would hold on to a shirt of yours or a hoodie or something along those lines and wouldn't return it. Gone are the days when you would hug them and it was genuine and heartfelt and long and receptive and wouldn't stop. Slow dancing in the rain, that's kind of funny because I'm Asian and I can't dance, but I guess I still do it. I've done it once, but hey, whatever. Sincere compliments. Nowadays people can't even take a compliment or they call you a liar when you tell them how much you love, care, or how beautiful they are. They toss it in the trash with everything else. It's in one ear and out the other. They would rather have the 2,300 people on their Facebook page complimenting them and giving them those remarks than you. You really don't exist after that point. They've gotten all their attention for the day. Sad part is you're probably the only person that means it, and they could care less. And that's a sad fact. So, everybody else is trying to screw them to get a notch on their belt, and you're there to be part of their life and their family's life. So, gone are days when you could kiss a girl on the forehead and it meant something. And some people are like, what does that mean? You probably have to Google it and look it up. There's meanings for different people. Some of you are laughing, some of you are confused. Ladies will know what that means. It's more than, just that. So, good conversation. Most everybody's getting water cooler chat now. So the girls and guys, I guess, they're at work. They're talking to the opposite sex, and they're wearing out that conversation throughout their day. When they get home or talk to you on the phone, they want to talk about you. And of course, if you want to talk about them, they're going to shut you out because they don't want to talk about their day anymore. And that's a psychological thing more than anything else. So, when tears were real, I don't even know how really to explain that. When a girl cried, it's because there was a meaning. Now it's more tears on demand. When they need attention, and it's like I said, I call it tears on demand or other ways to induce them. I had somebody sent me a picture with her crying and I missed you and everything else. 15 minutes later, that picture's on Facebook, rearing for attention. So, yeah, whatever. When you could, hold her hand or wipe her tears away and be there. Now it's, if you do that, you expect something from them or want something from them, and that's not the case. Gone are the days of honesty. Cheat book now is the prime thing. Texting other guys, texting exes, and hiding are priorities, and not honesty. They can't be real, and they'd rather blow sunshine up your ass than to tell you the truth. Found that quite a bit, especially recently. So, gone are the days when relationships weren't taken for granted. That speaks for itself. Wedding vows were for a lifetime. And I don't mean staying with somebody that abuses you and beats you. I mean, that's different. That's completely different. But when they're strong-arming you for money and other, I guess, unmentionables, if you will, you got to get out of that type of thing. But other than that, I mean, wedding vows are wedding vows. Transparent relationships. You shouldn't have to hide a single thing. You shouldn't have to go 3 weeks, a month, 4 years, whatever down the road and find out something that happened in the past. And it is all relevant, regardless. Loving unconditionally, yeah, is what it is. Purity, commitment, sacrifice, and responsibility. Haven't found it 1 out of 4 of those. More or less all 4. So, now this one's kind of humorous, but true. Gone are the days when you could send a lady flowers and they knew who they came from. and actually thanked you for that. The funny part, and this shit actually happened, was that the individual took the rose petals off of the rose that I had just sent her, or that night, and put them in a bathtub. Took a photo with the rose petals and her in the bathtub, and put on the cheat book page for everybody, or Facebook, whatever, for everybody to see and make comments on. And it just so happens somebody had sent me a screenshot of it, but then the individual told me it was for me. So that just goes to show the mentality, unfortunately, of people out there, and no common sense. But it was for attention. I mean, with all the comments and whatever. So, but I was never recognized as the one that sent them. And but either way, it is what it is. So, gone are the days of the simple stuff of chivalry, like remembering the color or favorite song or favorite food. They would rather have somebody that didn't give a damn for them, purchasing things, cars, purses, whatever, and be able to cheat and do whatever they want to do, or open relationship, whatever you want to call it, than to have somebody that cares. So that's all it's all sad. And gone are days when you could tell somebody you cared about, you loved them, and she would tell you back, and it would actually mean something. So, with that being said, I'm pretty much getting all that off my mind. But before you knock, men in chivalry, try acting like a lady yourself and see what kind of response you get. See what kind of respect you get when you respect yourself. And if they don't treat you right after that, if guys don't treat you right, get rid of them. And men, you need to up the standard as well. Quit acting like douchebags and step up to the plate. Treat her right, man. If they can't handle that, then drop them too. So, that being said, it's a long message. Hopefully somebody listened to it. Have a great day. God bless.